for the first session of UPSC Synopsis series of CivilsDaily. So what we're going to do today, we're going to cover the economics. We're going to tell the how we can cover the economics for both prelims and mains in just 20 days. Okay, I know it is a bit tough. It is very difficult to understand. But before I start, I have two questions. One is, how many of you has the base of economics? Like you have given, like you have studied in your 12th, 11th, or in graduation. Just write it on the chat box. Just said yes. If you have done it before, just said yes. If not, just write no. You're like you are a totally beginner. So I get to know what kind of audience today I have. No. Arfaz said no. No. Okay. 11, 12, Harshdeep has done. Nice. Saurav said no. Okay. Other people can just respond. I'll continue. Just keep on responding. I know. So I get to know. Okay. So most of you are beginner here. Okay. So basically you don't have any clue about, like most of you don't have any clue about the economics. So great. So that session is definitely for you. And simultaneously, you guys want you to cover that whole economics in just 20 days. It is a bit challenging. I want you to say this is the first thing. It is challenging, but it is possible. Okay. So, economics, I just wanted to start here. Like economics, if you think it is like some rocket science, it is not. But if you say it is like a very easy subject, like factual base, it is not that easy also. It is both over art and science, basically. Art, why? Because it has a lot of linkages with different chapters. You can't say that I am reading right now one chapter of inflation or an economics chapter of government budgeting. So I won't relate it to anything. No, it will relate to every chapter, like external sector to your agriculture. Everything is relatable. So here comes the art. Okay, here comes the art. It is very dynamic. Yes, it is very dynamic. So it requires your open mind. Every day you are updating. Okay, today what we're gonna do is we understand how we can cover our basics. Okay, we understand how we're gonna cover our basics, and I will tell you on the basis of the past year paper analysis of prelims as well as mains. I will tell you how trend is going, how we can actually study in 20 days, because we can shed the unimportant things. We can shed those topics which are not UPSC is not asking from last 5 years to 7 years. We're gonna focus on only important topics. Okay, so this is our first thing. We basis of our approach, our goal, then we understand the pattern, and then I will give you the whole 20 days plan, chapter wise, as well as the books, as well as I will tell you how you want to deal with that chapter. Every chapter requires different kind of strategy. Then I will tell you how you can make that customized as well. And the end, we'll understand how we can make it more customized for you. Might be that won't suits you, but how we can make it customized, as well as how you can pursue later as well. Okay, with your questions too. You can later ask me in the at the end of this session, as well as later, as well as you can ask me a lot and any type of question. I'm open to any kind of question. Okay. Firstly, there are two things. I really want everyone to switch on their videos. Whenever we do online session, the first thing happen is retention. According to the studies, it has only 3% retention. You know why? Because people do a lot of things while they're listening to the other person. So if you are listening to me right now, you can see my expressions, you can see my emotions. So lot of information pass from that emotion only, and lot of things happen from the emotions only. But right now, what you guys do is you just plug in your phones and just go here and there and just listen to things. Yeah, you can do that also. It is also a very good thing with the online studies. But at the same time, we want that connection. Okay, so you understand it better and you will able to ask me questions. Everything can be solved with the question later when you ask. But if you're not connecting with me, you will not able to ask question. I'm telling you. Okay. So this is one thing. Great. So now one more question. How many of you feel economics is very difficult? Like first, let's start from that basic only. How many of you feel economics is very difficult? Lot of things I have tried but not able to done. Just said yes or no. Like you, or those who have signed it moderate, just say okay. Okay, just write okay if you find it moderate. Yes for difficult, no for easy. Monjot Singh is okay. Yes is difficult. Okay, no. Great. So most of our people are saying it's moderate. Great. So the first step of learning in 20 days is actually to have this feel it is moderate. If you think it is very difficult, you won't be able to do it. I'm telling you, you won't be able to do it even the polity, which is a state subject for the prelims only in 20 days. Firstly, we have this attitude that, okay, yes, it is doable in 20 days. So is it possible? It's a wrong question. That's why I'm saying it is very wrong question to ask. Is it possible? I'm telling you it is possible. Because we are not doing the shortcut. We are not doing the shortcut. It is a smart study. I'm not making you any crash course here. Instead, I'm giving you the smart course here. I'm telling you the smart course. It's not a crash course. It requires your hard work. I'm telling you, I'm assuming, before I'm telling this thing, I will assume in 20 days. Okay, in 20 days, you have to give at least 6 hours to your economics. Then only you will able to complete. You will say, sir, I was here to listen that only giving 2 hours every day. Then, okay, इंग्लिश भी कुछ लोगों को इंग्लिश भी चाहिए. ठीक है, तो बेसिकली ऐसा है कि आपको 6 घंटे तो पढ़ना पड़ेगा ही पड़ेगा. आप सोचो कि 2 घंटे पढ़ेंगे 20 दिन तक सिर्फ 40 घंटे में कोर्स खत्म हो जाएगा. नहीं, ये होगा ही नहीं. और अदर देन दी टेस्ट, मैंने आपका शेड्यूल ऐसा बनाया है कि आप उन टॉपिक को भी कर सकें जो डायनामिक है विद इन 20 डेज. अदरवाइज आई एम टेलिंग यू इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू डू डायनामिक थिंग्स इन 20 डेज. ओके गाइस, मैं इंग्लिश और हिंदी दोनों पे कोशिश करूंगा बोलने की. आई नो इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर दोस्त हु आर लिसनिंग इन हिंदी, बट मैं दोनों पे स्विच करता रहूंगा बार बार. ओके, सो बेसिकली गाइस, where I was telling you that I am assuming it you guys have to give 6 hours other than the test. Okay, other than the tests. So the first thing here is what should be the approach? How are we going to do it? We will following the exact approach which we are doing right now on CivilsDaily. So basically today, I'm giving you two things. I am giving you theoretically valid. Theoretically valid means it has been proven from the PYQs as well as the syllabus what I'm going to give you. For example, if I'm telling you don't waste too much time on topic of land reforms. Every year, one question comes from land reform in mains, like in alternative years, as well as this one question. Okay. Just mute your. I'm getting this. Please mute your call, please. Please mute your side, guys.
नहीं.
Mute. Thank you. Don't disturb me like this in between. Sorry. Yeah. So where I was. Yeah. So I was telling you, if I'm telling you this program, this right now the webinar, giving you two validation. One is theoretical. That, for example, if I'm saying you to land reform question in mains comes alternatively, and with the basic knowledge, you can able to solve that question easily. This year also one question of prelims coming from the land reforms. You know, when you read land reforms, there were topic come about the land consolidation. And this year, 2023, they asked question from that chapter of land reforms. Okay. So one is theoretically, means it is validated from your PYQs as well as syllabus. Other is it is proven from our own mentorship students program, because we have given to our students as well. So our students have proven this. Okay, it is doable in 20 days. ये 20 दिन में कर सकते हैं. ठीक है ना. आप पे कोई भी डाउट है रिगार्डिंग दी ये पेड है कुछ भी है, ये आप बाद में लेना. और बाद में आप CivilsDaily को कॉल करके लेना. I am here only for the academic things, so listen to me that carefully. So the second thing is कि ये mentorship हमने प्रोग्राम और ये हमने शेड्यूल और ये हमने सब कुछ ऑलरेडी दिया हुआ है अपने स्टूडेंट्स को. So that's why it is proved in both contexts. Okay, so I validate this thing here. Now the game here is why we want to go for the PYQs. Why we wanted to rely on the PYQs? Because syllabus is vast. There's a trend every year. After 5 years or 2-3 years, trend changes. Today I will tell you how this trend change. Every 3 years or every 4 years, this trend change. Right now, the type of question, you must be like very much aware of this thing. How many of you find this year paper very difficult? I really find this year paper very difficult from the economics point of view. You find it difficult from the previous point of view, like from the previous year. How many of you find it difficult from the previous year, 2020, from 2021? Just write yes. If you don't find, you can write no as well. 60%. Okay. Keep on replying, guys. Yes, people are saying yes. It was difficult than the last year. Great. Nice. Okay. Yes. I think same level. Gaurav has said the same level. Yes. So point I wanted to prove here is I'm telling you one thing. Pranjal, I'm really sorry. Everybody can listen to my voice. Please check your mobile phone or whatever source you are logging in. So basically, this year paper was difficult. Okay, but I'm telling you 2020 or 21 paper was much difficult just because the option elimination has been removed totally. Difficult. I will just tell you the trend after this, like in the next coming slides, I will tell you the trend. You will find 2020 paper was difficult in economics, and even 22 paper was much difficult than 2023. If you understand the type of question they have asked. But where we get failed because we have expectations. Okay. So PYQs always have a trend. If I'll tell you in capital market in Indian financial system, we have a capital market. Also in our syllabus, we have this chapter. Every year they ask one question from bonds. If you just analyze from last 5 years, they're asking question from the bonds only. They ask very simple question. They don't ask very difficult question. They're asking the actually what can we do from the treasury, function performed by treasury bills, and just that is just a factual thing. I'm telling you, from the last 5 years, they're asking the same thing. Inflation, they always ask the inflationary things. So basically, PYQs actually will tell us the direction we have to go, like till in which depth. And you have this question, na sir, hum kitna padhe, kahan tak padhe, till which depth we should go, whether we should go for this EPW or not, whether we should go for this RBI bulletin or not, RBI websites or not, for which subject we should go depth. You have this na, people say ki, you have to read from the periphery only. No, in some subjects you have to go very depth. This year question on trends, like they are asking if the war happened, what are the inflationary causes happen, fundamental reserves. All these questions are actually very tricky. When sterilization they ask in inflation. So if you are a beginner, you have just understand how beta is, Prashant. I will come on the beta after this. So basically, if you understand the type of question they're asking you causes and reasons. For you that you should have the complete knowledge. And for regarding like Prashant told me about the beta question they have asked, I'm telling you, that's from the stock market. They give you this kind of question. It's a tricky question. You will not able to deal with this kind of thing in every day. But yeah, you can skip at that time. This is difficult. This is not. I will not say it is difficult. It was difficult. It was out of syllabus just to make you feel anxious at that time. So you can leave some questions as well. There's a room for leaving such questions, and they are this kind of questions. So I'm just taking with the core questions. Okay. Yeah. I hope you trade and you get profit as well. So that's why I told PYQ is very important. And then the syllabus. Syllabus is the everything, is the mother of understanding the static part. I'm telling you, have you ever think they will ask land reform questions, or they have asked, question from SSG, self-help group. Now you will think, self-help group economics में prelims में हम कहाँ पढ़ेंगे, or that to the basic question. If you have, if you have seen that question was very basic. Ki from where we have taken the self-help group. If you go by from where we have learned this, where we do this, when we go for the inclusive growth and issue related to that, then we understand the SSGs and also financing inclusion things. There we understand these things. Okay, remember. So basically, they don't want you to go beyond your mains. They want you to stay in your main syllabus, but at least do your main syllabus completely. Then only you will be able to do prelims as well. I find this very good trend here. Right now, if somebody is saying you can separate prelims and mains, polity, you can do in polity. Polity, there are 2-3 books only you can do, and your prelims is clear. One of them is Lakshmi Kant and some Bear Acts or some NCRT as well. That's it. But economics, you can't. You have to complete your economics syllabus. Therefore, there's no, there's no escape from understanding the economy survey as well as your budget from the both aspects. So this is why the syllabus has become very important. Now let's understand the trends now. Okay, so that you will able to rely on my words more. Everybody wants proof, huh? Everybody wants proof in their life. So average questions came from economics in last 5 years, 15 to 16. Everyone will agree with me. 15 से 16 क्वेश्चन ही आए हैं, किसी साल 18, किसी साल 13. और अगर आप इकोनॉमी ज्योग्राफी ऐड कर देते हो, जिसके अंदर वो मिनरल्स भी पूछते हैं, मिनरल्स का एरिया, मिनरल्स की इकोनॉमी और एग्रीकल्चर के बारे में पूछते हैं, then it will go around 16, 17. Yes. Are you guys awake? Yes. Just write yes on the chat box. है ना? इतना ही आता है ना? Great. So guys, पता क्या है कि एक्चुअली हम इकोनॉमिक्स को सोचते हैं ये हम अलग से पढ़ेंगे, बट इकोनॉमिक्स बाकी जगह पे भी है. चाहे इकोनॉमिक ज्योग्राफी ले लें, चाहे इन्वायरमेंट एग्रीकल्चर ले लें, तो हम इन जगहों से भी हम जोड़ते हैं. ठीक है. तो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दिस स्टार्ट्स हियर. फॉर दैट आई रियली वांट यू टू see this part. So I have just write down, but I will explain with examples as well. So if you see this from the mains point of view, I have divided a topic for your convenience. Okay. Otherwise, it would have been many topics. For the mains, I have just come and join it like this. So the first here, issue related to the economic and growth. So in prelims, the difficulty level, I'm just telling you from the beginner's point of view. Those who have raised their those who have raised their hands while I was asking the question that how many are beginners that don't have any base, from their point of view, I have just set this level. So the difficulty level of this type of questions, where they are asking the trends, and what kind of trends are they asking? They are asking just tell the steps to overcome the recession. In 2021, they asked the question steps to overcome the recession. So basically, आपको जब रिसेशन पढ़ते हो तो आप सिर्फ डेफिनेशन नहीं पढ़ते हो, आपको पूरा समझना पड़ता है कि ये स्टेप्स क्या थे, इसके कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव स्टेप और कॉस्ट रिलेटेड स्टेप्स क्या है, इसके डिमांड रिलेटेड स्टेप्स क्या हैं, तो वो सारे स्टेप्स आपको समझने पड़ते हैं. राइट. सो बेसिक नॉलेज से अगर मैंने वहां पर सोर्स भी वहां मेंशन किया हुआ है, आप जूम करके सोर्स देख सकते हैं कि अगर आपने बेसिक इकोनॉमिक्स की बुक्स पढ़ी है, चाहे वो तमिलनाडु की चाहे उमा कपिला की, तो आपको ये समझ आ जाएगा कि आपसे ये क्वेश्चन इजीली बन जाएंगे. और अगर आपने न्यूज़पेपर रोज पढ़ते हो तो ओके, इफ यू रीड द न्यूज़पेपर एवरी डे, यू विल डेफिनेटली एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस क्वेश्चन इजीली. कि why they are the steps of recession. They have asked the question upon effect of black money. How many of you remember that question? Steps of effect of black money. And can anyone tell me in which chapter we read about this black money? Where we read about the black money? Do we have any chapter? where we actually talk about the black money. Yeah. So in economics, money and banking, yes. In money and banking, when we discuss about the foreign, yes. Prashant is told foreign. Exactly. When we discuss, and we have discussed in two things, in two areas, in money and banking, as well as when we discuss the foreign external trades. Okay. There we understand the black money. UPSC is asking, tell us the effect of black money. Now, see, एक तो साला black money समझ नहीं आता. Money laundering का मानसिक गुप्ता in your internal security. Exactly, there also. That's why I always say never bifurcate your syllabus. Just be open mind with everything. See things from the economic, social, security, every point of view. You know, so the effect of black money they are asking, what they expect from a student. They are expecting a student that student must have read the newspaper, must have understand ki why if black money is going now, what are the inflationary impact we have. We understand black money in one major area as well. When we discuss about the agriculture, when we understand the black hoarding, there we understand, okay, the same effect of black hoarding come from the black money as well. So the game here is to understand ki the agriculture or the steps, do we need to, remember them or write them? No, it will change. You basically give you different options. You have to analyze them there at that time only. That's why some people find it difficult as well as dynamic. Agree. So they have asked this kind of questions of step, but it can be done. It can be done very easily. It is not that difficult. They are not linking two things there. It can be done. So there's a 5. So difficulty level is 5. Now in money and banking chapter, those who are not able to get my clear voice, please check your system as well, because some of them are really responding. That means my voice is very clear. I'm very loud as well. I need a water too. So money and banking, see guys, whenever you reading a money and banking chapter from wherever you are reading, please make sure you are actually referring to the RBI websites as well. Nobody will tell you, because they are concepts. They are asking very difficult concepts. They are asking. They want you to understand. They want you to understand the current steps they have taken to contractionary and expansionary to money supply. If you want to expand the money supply, how they want to do that? If they're contracted, how they will do it? They will ask you. This year they can ask you the steps taken by the government to control the agriculture retail inflation in food. They can ask this kind of question, and from where you get this, when you understand the basics, newspaper as well as the RBI website, then RBI told you why we haven't increased the MPC, like in MPC, why we haven't increased the reverse rate. So there you understand कि यार ये मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमेटी की रिपोर्ट आई थी, तो यहाँ पर हम in that report they have given these are the reasons why we are not increasing, why we are still in that stagnation, why. So basically standard books तो यार जरूरी है ही. मनी एंड बैंकिंग में स्टैंडर्ड बुक के साथ रेफरेंस बुक का इंपॉर्टेंस बढ़ जाता है. मैंने आई हैव रेड दैट योर macro economics of class 12th of NCRT. It is not enough, but it will give you that basic. Okay, I will tell you there's one very good book of foreign author, Mac Twin. So I mean, it is very difficult to go to such level. Okay, now here come the role of an mentor or your ICE institute or your institute from where you are taking that current affairs institute. There they will research. Let them research and you learn from them. Here comes the main issue when you understand the money and banking. So the chapter, the question they have asked the basic question as well. RBI, who appoint the RBI governor? What are the chair? What are the strength they require? They ask the multiplier question. Have you seen that multiplier question? How many of you remember that multiplier question? Ki this much money if we give, how many times it get multiplied in this sector? I'm telling you, a normal person who have read the normal NCRT will not be able to understand. Have you remember that question in 2021? They've asked about the money multiplier question. How many of you have just said yes? Yeah, you know, see that kind of question. if you right now go na, you get a nightmare कि भाई ये क्या पूछ रहे थे क्वेश्चन से. उस टाइम तो तुक्का लग गया आंसर निकल गया बढ़िया. But if you go by the concepts, it's actually mind boggling. Okay, so here the difficulty level go till 7.5, or I think I will say to 8 as well. So for you guys, I have give your more time to the money and bank chapter. Why I'm telling you these things? Because when you going for the reading this chapter now, you should have the conscious mind you should have that conscious mind, and you become your own mentor as well, that I should have given more time and I should be away from all the distractions, okay, at that time. Great. And you guys will get all these, okay, आपको ये सब मिल जाएगा जो भी मैं डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ, difficulty level, for your understanding for the later whenever you start. Okay, some of the notes are good, but here standard books are important. Notes only give you the dimension, but standard book here become very important. Okay, then come the financial market. Financial market, I'll say difficulty level is 4. From financial market, they have asked very bond related. They're asking about the bond concept. They're asking about the they are asking very the instruments. They're asking about the instruments of the capital market, like treasury bills, certificate of deposits, this bonds, because they want you to understand how money circulate between the economy. Okay, all they want an IS officer to understand how these things work together. And those people are popping up which economics book is good for UPSC based economics, like Nitin Singhania, Ramesh Singh, and all such things. People find it difficult, okay, initially to study, like those who are beginner. They are good, but they are not the only books. Okay, NCERT is very good, and even please refer to the CivilsDaily, CivilsDaily website as well, where we have given the notes, chapter-wise notes, where we have compiled everything. I told you, why you wanted to, read from different sources when you get compilation from one year or one at once platform, and that to simplification with the simplification. So you can go for that. So while reading financial market, you should complete your financial market in one day only, like while doing this thing, because it is not that difficult, and you have to focus upon only those instruments, the time, how much time, period, all such things. Okay, because as per the trend they have asked, they wanted to understand the short-term things. Okay, yes, I will tell you everything. All the insights I will tell you. Macro, Tamil Nadu, Shankar Ganesh, Niti Aayog reports, everything I will tell you. Wait, just breathe and be with me. Okay, and drink water. We all need oxygen. Great. Now, the next thing is budgeting. Budgeting, they asked this last year question about capital and revenue receipts. Capital and revenue budget. So, very simple question in mains. Very simple question. Anybody question, very simple question in mains. Prelims, they are asking about your budgetary terms and trends. Every year, they want you to understand from the understanding of public investment. What are the applications of the public investment, capital expenditure, where we spend it? Okay, they want non-financial debt. They non-financial debt assets. How many of you remember that question number in 2020? Question came: which of the items, what of the things are from non-financial debts? This is a state question from the economy survey. Now you will say, sir, kitna pade economy survey se? But I'm telling you, they wanted to understand ki if I'm giving you some bigger name like financial debts, non-financial assets, they really want you to understand the application part of that as well. In that term, in that budgetary terms, what is that things that comes? Okay, not just to you just mug up things and go. No, but here the difficulty level is strong. It's a bit higher than the average one, because they really require a strong foundation. It will require at least 2 revisions before you understand that whole term, because you will always remain confused between what are the What are the things come under revenue receipts? What are the things come under the capital receipts? Are taxes come here? Are revenue receipts or the loans revenue receipt? Which kind of loans are revenue receipts? Are the loan we are getting from the multilateral institutions like BRICS are coming into the capital receipts or something else? So you have to understand these things from a very broad perspective. So here the role come here for the basic books. Definitely NCERT is enough. Very good book NCERT. Plus you have very good budgetary terms. Ministry of Finance itself release there's a booklet of budgetary terms, or I think budgetary, to explain the process as well as the that application of that terms. So it's okay. Now you will say, sir, अब वो भी पढ़े आप तो हमने 20 days में खत्म करवाना चाह रहे हो, पर बता क्यों रहे हो? मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको कि मैं आपके लिए ये प्रोसेस कितना छोटा करने वाला हूँ आगे जाके, that you will able to cover all the things in just few days. Or you should refer some of the websites which I gonna tell you as well, to complete it in few days only. And I have to mute some people. Thank you. Okay, then let's come to the another topic of inclusive growth and agriculture. Hi, agriculture se to favorite topic. How many of you agree with me? Every year they ask something about the MSP or some current trends. What are the things we are exporting? This year they ask about the last year real sector. What is that? The sector is called the real sector. And the question was very easy but very tricky. Okay, so they have very close bond with agriculture. You can't miss economy survey agriculture. Sorry, economy survey chapter of agriculture in economy survey, as well as the economy geography, because they don't ask that only one trend. They don't ask how many jawar we export. For that you should understand how many we produce, whether it is possible or not. So for that you have to go to the economy geography. You have to go for the class 12 geography and just see those pages as well, where we understand how the crop grows and how we export that thing. So the trends of exporting of agriculture, you don't have to go to the agriculture website, Ministry of Agriculture website, relax. But you actually need to understand the trends which you get from the last 2-3 years as well, very easily. Okay, so there come the economic survey. Ma'am, I'm gonna take your whole questions later in the last in the last slides. Okay, definitely I'll take your whole question. I'm there only for you only, but let me complete so not other people wait. Just wait for just few more minutes or hours. Okay, sorry, I have to mute some people. Okay, so where I was, yes, I was talking about the agriculture. Then yeah, please don't stop the flow. We will definitely, I'm here only. I will remain here till 1 o'clock. Okay, so let's then come the inflation. Okay, so basically whenever you're doing agriculture, always remain open to all the books. Have that comprehensive understanding of agriculture. Don't stick to one book. We don't have any agriculture topic in NCERTs. So we have to go for some other books as well. Okay, agriculture, we have rural development. Okay, not the agriculture specific chapter to the agriculture, but for that we need to have to sort to the this reports. Some of the reports I will tell you later, and as well as the economy survey. That will be enough. Okay. Then in inclusive growth. Now inclusive growth is all about your main things. When we discuss main thing, I will tell you they have asked question from the inclusive growth as well. This year they asked question from the MSME, okay, SSG, Kisan credit card. All these things came under when we discovered about how MSME is actually performing. Very basic questions I'm telling you. Kisan credit card question, financial inclusion, whenever discussed, you actually learn. And every year in economy survey, these things are highlighted when you understand the social sector of economy survey. So when you read that social sector of economy survey, you get all just things plus few websites like CivilsDaily. Why I'm referring CivilsDaily again and again? Because I don't want you to repeat that work again. So we have compiled these things for you. Okay, inclusive growth karna hai, come to this platform, do it from there. All the basics will be done. Sterilization is of inflation. It's a RBI method. So basically, Prashant is asking, sterilization is open market. Yes, it's open market. Come under the inflation, or whenever we talk about the how RBI taking the measures. So it is all very dynamic things. Great. Then come the chapter of investment. Very basic question they ask from anywhere, from current affair magazines. Here the role of current affair magazine increases. You people ask me, सर सब कुछ बता रहे हो, सारा तो एनसीईआरटी से करना है, स्टैटिक से करना है, रिपोर्ट से करना है, मैगजीन से जो हम पूरे पूरे जिंदगी भर पूरे साल चाटते रहते हैं. द मैगजीन विच वी यू नो we just go through whole year from that magazine. What we're gonna what are the topics like investment, inflation, inclusive growth is also one of the topics you can able to cover from the current affair magazines as well. Okay, so for that we have 1 hour more program. We call it Samachar Manthan. In Samachar Manthan, we cover all the current affair magazines in a dynamic way. So that is also one of the program. Okay, you can just know from our different sources as well, like from our colleagues as well. You can call CivilsDaily and understand about these magazines as well, where we have covered the topic based on these things. Okay, we are not covering everything here. There, we are covering the topic based on the trends. Yes, every day, every year they ask questions from the investment or FDI. So we should definitely cover those topics, because FDI government sometimes open for some sectors, sometimes they regulate for some sectors, and they have there are different definitions of FDI. FPI come, FBI go. What are the effects? So all things come and go. Okay, the different effects come. So basically, what people do is, we want you to come and understand from the magazines itself, okay, or magazine, or from the person itself. Then come the trends. Post independence, they are asking lot of trends again. So basic books of industries is actually working. NCERT is actually working here as well. Now you will say, sir, trends of current as well as that time too. Okay, so at that time what happened, which kind of policy, which kind of sector were performing great, what was our sharing, agriculture share, and just for the fun, how many, just tell me the share of manufacturing sector in our GDP. Like, I just wanted to know how many of you know the share of, just tell me the all the three sector share in agriculture, in GDP, sorry. What are the share? 28% of what? Of manufacturing. ये तो achieve हो गया हमारा Make in India goal. Then no, it is not 28%. For manufacturing, it is only 17%. 16 to 17% stuck. Yes, stuck. We are 5 years. We are stuck. Not from 5 years. I'm sorry. From 10, 15 years, we are stuck. Before 1991, we were around 13-14% only. After even liberalization, we grew by only 4-5% only. Sometime it go to 18%, but it come back to 16-17% only. Don't stay in 18% for long. Okay, so done. Let's discuss other things as well. So after this, this is the prelims we have discussed. In prelims, all these topics are important. This is a difficulty level. On basis of this difficulty level, you should select your days as well as the books material. You should allocate your days accordingly. You should not do money and banking in less days or inflation in less days, because these chapters require a lot of your time. They're demanding your time. They're demanding your revision. So basically, you have to do these things. Now, let's understand it from the mains perspective, because I am giving you the strategy for both prelims and mains together today. From the mains perspective, if you see, I have divided into two things. How many of you feel it is very difficult to understand ki it is actually important to understand ki how many static part we should make it strong, like how many static portion we should focus upon in which chapter? These things came. No, this question came, the importance of the question, the weightage of that economics in GS3, you all know. I'm not sharing that, but I want you to understand these things as well. Ki which chapter is continuously from last 6-7 years which topic UPSC is more asking from the static and the current? Will that benefits you? Just tell me from how it gonna benefits you. Like I will also tell you, but how it gonna benefit you from your point of view. If I tell you, okay, this much from the current, this from the static. Just write down on your chat box how it gonna help. Like if you feel like if you get to know, okay, this is the chapters I want to read from the static one. Okay, I'll just tell you. Yeah, it will definitely help you. If Gaurav has said 40%, it will definitely help you. I'm telling you the problem here. Problem here with the economics that we don't know how many notes we should compile. You agree with me? You at the end, if I'm telling you right now while explaining the prelims, you will tell I've already told you these much notes you want, but at the end you will not able to compile them. How many of you get the problem of compiling the notes at the end? If you have given the mains or given the any kind of test series, time management is one of the major issues. Yes, exact compilation is in economics because you have lot of notes. Even if I show you my notes, you will be mad. Agriculture have this much notes, but I know how to accumulate those notes. Every time, yes, for every subject we get this issue. That's why, because in mains, when you have last 3 months for economics, how many days you give? Not even 10 days you give, not even 6 days you give to the economics. And that time you wanted to complete your economics syllabus and you have this much of bundle with you. If I tell you chapters, you should done from the static one, and then you can supplement them with this of the current affairs of these chapters. Your automatically the load will definitely come down. You will not save your notes, other notes. Okay, so let's understand this. Okay, this is very interesting. When this actually helped me to to stronger one part to increase my marks in my mains because of this, because I am able to focus on. I'm not able, and this will also save you to skip any kind of topic. Okay, so let's understand. In 2021, I'll start from in between. In land reforms, I'll tell you. In land reforms, this type of question came. Land reforms, 90%. Whenever the land reform question will came, 90% of the question can be solved from your static one only, from your basic book only. From a book you have learned about the land reforms. While you were dealing about or the land things happen in consolidation, you understand all these reforms we have done from the 1940s or till now, but what are the reforms we are doing? If you go by that, you'll get it from anywhere. From the CivilsDaily only, you'll get all the land reforms. Then please mute yourself. Okay, then you will able to understand the land reform itna hi hai. For example, in 2021, they asked this question: how did land reforms in some part of the country help to improve the socio-economic condition of marginal and small farmers? Tell me, will you able to solve this question with your static part only? Do you need a current here? Do you really need? Just tell me yes or no. Do you need current here or no? You can able to solve it with your static knowledge only. Simple question. Simple question can be solved by static knowledge. And this is not this. Every time, whenever they ask this question of land reforms, this is their approach. Okay. Now, see this question. One more question. Let's see. Let's take one more area. Food processing. Food processing question. Every year, last year in 2020, 2019, they asked this. In 2019, they asked, nah. This year also they have. Sorry. See, here it is of economics. Sorry. So food. If you understand the food processing and this industry, this topic, I'm giving you the bet. That's why I've written as 95% static. Just if you have to read those few notes of food processing only, you can able to solve that question very easily. Okay, so right, so there are few people are asking what about the static and the current. Static, what I meant here is static basically the primary source of books you are referring to cover this syllabus. These are the static one. Yeah, Ruchika, I will tell you in the later slide. I will tell you the schedule. So basically, static one are basically those which you can cover through your basic primarily books only or primarily notes only. Current are which you supplement, like from your current affair magazine, from your YouTube videos, from your newspapers, those things which you supplement your static part that come under current. Okay, understood? So static and current affairs. So in static, if you have done the food processing from the static one, it is more than enough. You don't need to add more things. They're always asking the supply, forward linkages and backward linkages. They're asking the impact of food processing in economy. They're asking the hurdles. They're asking the barriers. They're asking the why it is got delayed or everything. They're asking that based on your primary things, primary static one only. They are asking this question. So it is very easy for you to deal those questions. Okay, done. Now I'll just come to a dynamic one. Dynamic one is inclusive development. Inclusive development, whenever they ask question from inclusive growth, you know what kind of question they have asked? They have asked in 2021 this question: investment in infrastructure is essential for rapid and inclusive growth. Discuss in the light of India's experience. So here you have to actually understand what happening in the current scenario. What are the things we have investment done in the infrastructure, and that that the infrastructure actually help to bring the inclusive growth. I mean, this today newspaper only, na. Our PM has told that do not have given instruction to the states. Please do not waste money on giving the freebies or giving on some other things. Better you save that money for your future and invest in the future capital expenditure things. So you will get a major benefit. Otherwise, all the people who will get vulnerable to this are poor only. So why they are saying this is the reason they want you to understand. They want you to tell them if they are investing in infrastructure, how it's going to help the inclusive growth. Because inclusive growth, we are where we invest basically. We invest in the people. We invest in the services, essential services. Okay, we invest in a marginal section like old age, gender, poverty, rural development, all these area. But here they have told you to come understand from the infrastructure point of view. If you spend in infrastructure, how this inclusive growth will grow. So this is come here the dynamic one means comes. Here you need a current examples to support you. What have government done in the last 5 years? How government has actually able to do like by investing in some of the infrastructure activities. They have actually made the inclusive development or in growth performed well. Okay. नहीं मनप्रीत मेरा हाथ टाइट नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम ये है कि मुझे हिंदी और इंग्लिश में स्विच करने में कुछ लोग बार बार बोल रहे हैं कि हिंदी बोलो, फिर कुछ बोलते हैं इंग्लिश बोलो. सो आई गेट कंफ्यूज. ओके बेसिकली तो उस चक्कर में तो ओके सो नाउ आई से इन इंग्लिश नाउ. Okay, now basically other issue is in last year in 2021 they have asked question in inclusive growth again. This question: explain the intragenerational and intergenerational issue equity from the perspective of inclusive growth and sustainable development. See, this type of question when they ask, they really want you to understand their dynamic one. Okay, so this required current affairs backing. Now let's come to the different topic like infrastructure. No, I'm totally fine. Infrastructure and energy and ports. They're asking about from the transition point of view. So they have asked question on when your energy you will able to transit from the coal one to the renewable one. So what gonna the effect? How are you gonna do it? So they want you to understand the current dynamics because India's, for example, 175 gigawatt we have the target. So how are we gonna achieve that? and how we're going to perform it. Then that transition will happen from the coal to the other areas, how it will affect them. So they require your current knowledge. In that case, if you're relying on your static topics, it won't work. Static books, it won't work. You have to understand these major things here. Ki how I able to get the trend along with me. Ki what was the India's response to this issue and how it gonna performing. Okay, so these are the things we need to understand. Okay, likewise, agriculture, they are asking sometime 80, sometime 20. MSP, all these things. Last year they have asked question over agriculture uh, in the mm, okay, this is of means only. Sorry. This is of not. I don't have a right numbers data for the agriculture, but I'm telling you here they have asked about your food processing things and agriculture. So they don't get particular to the static only. They really want to understand the what are the how you have done the farm mechanization, or how you have actually make the automation in the agriculture sectors. So they want you to understand the current dynamics there as well. Okay, now this is the main things. This is you understand how we have divided the current and the prelims one like this. Now let's come to the static part. All of you are waiting for this one only. Ki how we gonna get the schedule? What are the schedule now? So let's discuss the 20 days blueprint, strategic blueprint now. The PDF will be shared in the email as well, okay, with you guys. So, firstly, as I've told you this thing that we will cover this 20 days and give you the basic knowledge. If you are expecting that you will become very advanced here, no, you won't be able to become advanced, but definitely you will able to get all those inputs here very easily. So the theme we're going to discuss, I've started with the theme. So micro and macro themes, you have in a day one and day two, you have the basic ones only, and that you covered from the NCRT. Okay, chapter, all these chapters I've already written there. Then you have the TN. What is TN here? Is a Tamil Nadu class. Okay. Tamil Nadu NCRTs. So Tamil Nadu class 11th NCRT, you have to do chapter number 5. Then Tamil Nadu class 12th NCRT, you have to do chapter number 1 and 2. So basically, TN represent here is the Tamil Nadu NCRT or Tamil Nadu books. Okay. So you can refer those as well. I have read those books, very good books, because some of the chapters we are not covering there, but here we are covering those chapters very comprehensively. So you can go there as well. Now I have given you 3 columns: books, reference books, and link. In the link we have all the CivilsDaily series, economy series, where we have already done the compilation. What you guys can do, there are 2 ways of doing it. Once might be you have done with your basic one. Now you wanted to validate those things, or you wanted to clear your doubts again. So then you can refer to the CD economy series. Okay. For example, while you're doing the no, you have to do both. Yes. So the person I've asked, ki, does it like I have to done only from one chapter, or NCRT this chapter, and at the end Tamil Nadu classroom another chapter? No, you have to do them both together. Okay, this is to strengthen your basics. Where you will find both chapters are overlapping, but in most of the cases they are complementing each other. Only in the link which I have shared in the link, which is the CivilsDaily series, there only you can actually validate whatever you have read. For example, in national income, in day 3, you set for the national income, understanding national income, you have class 12 NCRT you take, and chapter 2 and class 11 chapter 4 you have taken. and you are doing that NCRT. Now you are thinking, still, might you not get the concept clarity? Because the language is very difficult here. It requires technical, technical support here. So for that, we have this Civils Daily Economy series. There you can go understand, oh, whatever you have gone through right now is right or wrong. This is one way. Another way is you do the link one first, you do the Civils Daily Economy series first, and then go to the NCRTs. Because once you do the economy series, your NCRT become very smooth. It become very smooth. You cover the NCRT. Why I'm saying cover the NCRT and cover all these chapters? Because it gives you validation that you have read from the very authentic book. Because in economics, this is the main issue, that reading from the authentic or not. Because lot of things are there, lot of uh, uh, lot of issues are there, lot of claims are there, this will result to that and this will result to these things. But when you take NCRT type books, it will validate your answers. You will get it online. It is free for everyone. Economy series chapter, they are all free for everyone. It is open source. You can go there, just write it Civils Daily Economy series. So you will get all the chapters there. First go through that chapter, or then the NCRT, or vice versa as well. Then for the next thing, इसके बाद क्या है? Okay. For the money and inflation, as I've told you, I have given 2 days: money, inflation, and banking. So I have given 2 days separately for them. Now here, what is SG? SG is Shankar Ganesh. Some of you ask me, sir, should we refer this kind of UPSC books, economics books? Yes, we should refer these kind of books because they are covering your terms here. They are actually making the terms easier for you, which were earlier very difficult to understand. Okay, so Shankar Ganesh is very good book. You can refer that book while reading your main books. Like you are reading the Tamil Nadu book. Okay, for example, you are in day 5. You are sitting for the understanding of the inflation and banking chapter. So you start with your Tamil Nadu books. You read that chapter 5, and then you are not able to confident with those terms. You are not able to understand what is deflation, what is reflation. You are still very confused between those words. Then you can go to the Shankar Ganesh and refer those terms there, and you will be able to strengthen those things there. Here I told you, in money and banking, your CD series become very imperative, very necessary here, because in economy series, as I told you, it is very dynamic chapters. So there you will need the 2 things here: CD series as well as our Samachar Manthan magazine. You will get magazine as well as the lecture online as well, and you can ask our our colleagues for the reference. From there you will get all such things. They will guide you definitely. I'll tell you. I'll answer every question. No? But just let me complete this. So here CD means Civils Daily Economy series. Chapter 3 you will do from for the money and inflation. Then come your banking capital, NCRT. So from here you will understand how I have segregated these things. Shankar Ganesh here I have talked about. Now few of the chapters, like in industrial sector and policy, I have told to refer to the economy survey, and here I have told you to refer 2 years of economy survey, 2023 and 2022. Now you will send, yes, everything will be mailed to you. So economy survey 2023 and 2022. You don't need to read whole economy survey. You can just read the conclusion and summary part of those chapters. Just listen to me carefully. You don't need to read the whole chapter. Just the summary part and the conclusion part and graphs, if you're able to understand those graphs. Why? Because this will give you the trends. In industrial sector and policy, just by doing the basics, you won't be able to complete the chapters because you still not have the current scenario. You don't know the current scenario of where industry policy we are following. So for that, you have to follow the economy survey. Wherever I have mentioned the economy survey, that means the sections require a lot of interlinking as well as dynamic. Yes, summary is enough because you wanted to understand you want to go for the trends. So that will give you the picture. So right now, if I'm telling you where our industry sector is going, So you should know where we were. Like when you're reading about the Tamil Nadu last 11th book of chapter 9, you'll get to know that was our industrial policy in 1991. In that was our 5-year plan. That was our 7-year plan. All this you understand those plans. Now you will understand what are today's our scenario. Make in India 2.0, PLI, production links incentive schemes. All such schemes you will understand from the economy survey better. Okay, all those reforms we are taking, like reverse flipping, this kind of new terms you understand from economy survey, which has definitely covered in the conclusion and summary part as well. Now, for the planning and industrial sector, all our basics are more than enough. For the planning, they want you to understand how we moved from the 5 years plan to the 10 from rolling plan. Now we don't have any plans, and Niti Aayog is actually heading up to on everything. Now here for the Niti Aayog, I've also shared one thing which I find is very important. You can see I have written in the agriculture and land reforms NA India at 75. How many of you know about this document in Niti Aayog India at 75, which was released in 2018, but it is still very relevant? How many of you know? Just raise your hand or write yes on the chat box if you know this. Great. So some of you feel might be it is outdated. Yes, it is outdated in terms of your current situations. At that time, you don't need to read the current situation. You need to understand the objectives and constraints. I'm telling you, in most of the areas, constraints are still low. When we documented these things, Niti Aayog, India at 75, our agriculture share was around 3% or 4%. Sorry, 16%. No, growth rate. Agriculture growth rate was 3% or 4% only. Okay, still it is the same. So the constraints are still same. The growth rate of agriculture was that time also same. Today it is also the same. So few of the chapters are still very relevant. All you need to avoid the current situation. I'm telling you why I'm telling you to refer these chapters, because I told you agriculture is not covered in our basic books. So you have to go for some UPSC based books, or you can go for these kind of relied topics or reports plus the CD series. CD series, why I'm telling you again CD series, because what the Ramesh Singh, Nitin Sanghania have done from different sources, CD has done the same thing but in a simplified way based on the analysis. They are just giving you the bulky notes. Might be Ramesh Singh, like you will get Ramesh Singh easily, like just you have to read this much only, but that requires time, lot of time. But here it is like just you have to go from that website and just open that source and just make a notes. That's it, or read from there. It is very simply put it there. If you see there, plus supplement them with this kind of reports, plus economy survey. See, I have given the reference book, means you should refer them at the end. So how it gonna do is, how you guys gonna do? First, you go for the basic books or the link, the CD link. Then you should validate, or whenever you find confusion, you should go to your vice versa. Like if you have started with the basic book, you should go for the link one. Now you have completed your basic one, but still you are halfway there, because in most of the topics they're asking only dynamic one. So you have to go to the economy survey plus the Niti Aayog type of reports. There you supplement them, you are complete. Your chapters, your syllabus will be definitely complete. That's why I'm saying I am considering that you are giving your 6 hours per daily. So basically, in the first 4 hours, you are covering your basic books. In the last 2 hours, you are supplementing, or in last 1 hour, you are supplementing them. Or might be in some of the chapters, it will go till 8 hours of a day. Definitely, because if you wanted to complete in 20 days, it is that much difficult. It's not that easy. Okay. Now the next thing is, I have already talked about the SG is Shankar Ganesha. If you have any doubt regarding this, I'm gonna take all the doubts. You can ask your questions regarding this schedule. So this is like day 18, day 19, day 20, And yeah, if you go, I'll go reverse. In day 20, I have given the external sectors. I can tell you why I want you to go in the last for the external sector in the last, because once you understand whole economy, you will able to relate it better in the last. Okay, as well as if you understand, I have given a budget at the day 14, because in budget, lot of things you have to understand by to which area we are giving the budget. You have to understand agriculture first, you have to understand industries first, you have to understand the money market first. Then you will understand, okay, that's why we are giving to them, that's why we are giving money to them. That's why that even the sequence is very important, guys. If you are thinking you will breach the sequence and do the budgeting first and then this, don't do this, because it will hinder your process. If you follow this day wise, it's actually supplementing each and every day. If you start with agriculture, you won't be able to understand what are the economic condition we have. Okay, it will just give you the static knowledge, but you're not able to relate with the economy. Why every teacher wanted to start with the money and banking? Because from money and banking, we are able to understand the circulation of the money. Once you understand the circulation of the money, your economic basics will be supplement. And basics we have already done in day one, day two. So day one, day two, day three things, you just understand the economics. But where it happens when the money circulates. So that's why money and banking chapter come in day 4 and day 5. And then in day 7, I want you to go back to understand the what are the policies, where we were. Then in day 8, I want you to understand the current policies as well, plus industrial infrastructure, all such things. Then agriculture, because I want you to understand the sector wise as well. Okay, from industrial sector, agriculture sector. Their industrial sector, I've already told about the economics survey. Okay, so in the economic survey, you can understand the service sector as there as well. Okay, because in that chapter everything was there, service sector also. So you will understand that service sector as too from the economic survey. So you understand the sector wise. Now you have the in your mind you have the sector wise knowledge. That okay, now I have to allocate this budget to this much sectors because these sectors have this much issue. So your budget become very efficient and your budget is become very uh, sorry budget, but not your budget, but the budgeting chapter become very strong. Okay, you will able to support your budgeting chapter with all these kind of linkages. Then come your fiscal policies. See, fiscal policy, mm, fiscal means a treasury, purse. So basically, whatever you're making from the budget, it's called a fiscal policy. Things are available on the YouTube, not in your on YouTube, but on their CivilsDaily website. Okay, and then you can ask our as I told you, my some of our colleagues. I'm not aware of the all the things which you guys have told about, so they will definitely help you with everything. Okay, so just ask your doubt to them regarding your no from where we'll get these source PDFs, the CD economy series link, all such things they will definitely give to you. Just reach out to them. That will be enough for them. Okay, that enough for you. Then I've already discussed these things. Then we discussed the day in day 16 the poverty inequality, and these are the days 20. Okay, till day 20 you're going to do all such things. Now this is the strategy you guys can follow your own. Okay, I am not taking the lecture right now of this, of not completing the whole things, because that is a different thing altogether. I have today the webinar is all about giving you the strategy. So I have given you my strategy. This strategy is actually covering your whole thing based on the things we have discussed in prelims and mains. So you can done it your own, not an issue. But the problem came here, the consistency and accountability. As I told you, in our mentorship program, we have already done this. We have already do this. With this kind of study plan we give to the students, and not only for economics, but for the polity as well, for the environment, for the history, for every subject. Might be it is very difficult for you to, to go for these kind of notes. But when we in the mentorship, all these NCRT chapters, all these links, all these reports will give you, will help you with the links, will help you with these notes. So you will start your day very efficiently. month, daily, weekly, you will be supervised. Like these are the things, but we supervise people like that. We like, make them accountable like that. So basically, what they want that consistency, and that's why their name is on the Hall of Fame. They are the like in 13 in out of 50, we have 13 people here who have actually followed our schedule and actually have done brilliantly work. If you are understanding you have whole year to complete your economics, no, competitiveness come. This is how the competitive exam dealt with. You have to do lot of things in less days. This is what is economic. This is what is competitive exam, and this is how you have to do the economics. Understood? So this is how you wanna shift to the your new version where you actually become very competitive, not just lethargic, not just less enthusiastic, just reading here and there without any strategic goal. This is the strategy we all want. Okay. Now, this is the result we have given. This is how we do it. Pranav, all these things will be, you can ask from calling to us and you will get all the details of our fees and everything there only. I'm just telling you how we can, get all such things. Now, let me take questions. I'll taking your question, guys, one by one. So, class, kitne hours ki hogi? This is not a class. Okay, this is just a strategy for you, which is free for all. Mansi Gupta is saying CD is not free for all. Yes, it is. Most of the things are very much free. It is just you have to get the right link. You will ask, they will give you the right link. Sir, is CD series video based on notes based? Is CD series video based on notes? Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Okay. Now you guys can ask me your questions as well as I'll keep on telling. This is what we do. Weekly, we sit with a person. If you can zoom, these are the topics we have given to her, like Payal Yadav. We have told her to complete their modern history, economics, and all such topics. And then we all do not only give them the robotic kind of things. Okay, do this 5 things and you are okay. No, we asked everything. What is your high points? What are your low points? Because you understand the dopamine. Dopamine is the giving you the motivation. When you don't analyze yourself, don't analyze your high points, you won't able to go for those points. This is the student actually done it. Okay. This is how we interact. Mansi, the procedure is very simple. Just call to the CivilsDaily and ask them to enroll for the program. They will make you the program. They will make you to join that program very easily. Okay. Now, these are the processes we follow. Very easy process follow. Now, Gaurav Krishna is asking, sir, I have done Shri Ram notes economy. So switching now with switching only with CD Eco will okay. I'm already in Super 50 program. See, you have already done it. Great. Shri Ram notes is also very good. There's no need of switching it, but you should complementing it with Samachar Manthan. Okay, your basics have been prepared. If you have done basic from one areas, it is good. But you can switch it to the as well. Otherwise, those notes are not enough. I have already gone with that note, not that enough notes. Okay. Sir, what are the timing for working professional? Everything will be, mentorship program will be definitely is customized. It is based on your timings, based on your requirements, everything. So right now might be you're not able to do the 20 days because you can't devote 6 hours per day. But yes, we will, we will break those days into we break those hours into different days, or it will take 25 days or 27 days to complete the economy syllabus rather than 20 days. So it is very customized in nature. Okay, sir, what are the procedure for taking the mentorship program? I have already told you have to call them. They will tell you. Okay, great. Any other question you guys have? This is the process we follow, as I already told you. This is how we would go. And this is the prelim post-test analysis sheet. So we do not work only on the just giving you the work, but as well as for making the analysis. So one of the guys asking, would books like Nitin Sanghani or Vivek Singh not suffice as basic books? See, they are very complex books. for completing those books, you actually have to read the NCRT. If you agree with me, if you have read those books, you haven't be here. You should have gone with that books only. You will be very much satisfied with those books. But those books are very difficult to understand in the starting one without any guidance. Even in your mentorship program, if you come with those books, we'll definitely make sure that you will get some kind of mentorship or some kind of guidance so that you will able to cover those books efficiently. But NCRT in somewhere in all those Niti Aayog or economic survey is irreplaceable. You cannot replace those things. Sir, CD atomic notes are sufficient for covering current affairs of economics. They are good. They are very good notes. They have done the compilation. But I really want Manpreet you to do the analysis part. I always told you that the dynamism of the current affairs will come. Have you gone through that Samachar Manthan by Sudhanshu sir or some other faculty of CivilsDaily? If you understand them, when you read economics from their point of view, now you will get more linkages. All about the linkages. What I'm trying to say, dynamism means in linkages. If you're not linkaging, then it will be an issue. Sir, I'm UAP SMP's program. Can I have interaction with you regarding? Yes, definitely, definitely. You can meet me in like on 10th September, 9th September might be I won't be able to come to the office, but next week we can meet or you can have my number. Okay, we'll definitely contact. Sir, your link connection is currently accepted. Yes, we have to link. This is what I'm talking about. The Samachar Manthan or in some other areas, we have to link those things only. I have told you 10% current, 20% static means in that 20% 10% current and 90% static means 90% might be able to solve land reforms easily, but 10% they will ask about some bill on land reform. In 2014 they asked question from the land acquisition bill, so that question can be easily done from the basic one. You know why? Because the inner meaning of that question, sorry, that question can be done definitely from the static one, but you need some kind of current affairs to link to that. Okay, so these are the linkages. If I'm saying 50-50, if I'm saying inclusive development require a lot of dynamism, means 50% of the question you can dealt with the static knowledge for the basic books. For the linkages, you require current affairs. So in that question only, they ask current as well as static. Sir, I read the Hindu daily and CD notes. Great, it is very good. You should read it, and if you are doing the analysis part, then it is great. Then you can do it very well. So that's not an issue. But always correct yourself by asking people whether or how you can validate them by writing answers. If you're able to write right now these answers, like right now I've told you the interest, the question about the infrastructure, investment in infrastructure is actually helping the inclusive development goal. So if answers, then it is good. You are actually able to relate it. Right now, if I'm telling you, our PM has told about this thing. You have to invest not in freebies. Because actually they are asking about invest in infrastructure. So today's question is also valid to that. Today's news is also valid to those questions. If you are able to attempt it with the current knowledge, you are actually on the right path. That's not an issue. Sir, मीटिंग बार बार डिस्कनेक्ट क्यों हो रही है मुझे खुद नहीं पता. Don't have any clue about this. Might be connection weak hoga. Okay guys, one more thing. We have this CivilsDaily framework too for the pre and mains. You can zoom it and you can just see those framework where we actually give you the current affair magazine of June, July plus along with the tests. If you understand this year paper, 2023 paper, you will understand how much it is difficult to just rely on the magazine. Magazine is not giving you anything. Is it giving you something? Is it that too? Just write yes if you find magazine is enough. Magazine is not giving you anything. All you need is a person who will actually help you to connect things. Okay, this guy is asking, will this kind of strategy and planning will be available for other subjects too? Yes, this is the first session of our synopsis series. You will get all the strategy. Okay, all you need is the right guy. Okay, they will validate your strategy, or every time different person will come and give the new strategies. Okay, so if you are done, if you like the strategy, you will follow that thing. You can ask me if you have any doubt in between. We will definitely help you. Okay, our people will definitely help you with the strategy if you're following our strategy on. Great. Any other thing you guys want to ask? So here we have dealt with everything, the strategic part of the economics. I hope you like this session. There's a confusion between those people are asking Hindi, some people are asking English, some people are asking a lot of question in between. Slowly, things will get into role and things will get into, that pattern will be followed, then we'll able to go smoothly. Okay, do we have any question? I'm just going to previous questions. Yeah, PDF will be sent to the emails. So, what is your opinion of Ramesh Singh Sir's book for both pre and mains perspective? My opinion is everybody's opinion has Ramesh Singh Sir book was enough to clear this year prelims. No, Ramesh Singh book was written very much earlier before the paper. Even the in every edition he gave, he just add the new topic, but not the new dimension of the already existing topic. Okay, so for example, things like sterilization, it is not in any kind of Ramesh Singh book, or the beta kind of. This only come from your current affairs things, Samachar, Manthan, or any other current affairs you follow. But you have to link. For that, you need a mentor, need a teacher to link it. If you are not have that propensity to relate or to link, okay, in that case, okay. Otherwise, it is fine if you're finding it good. For the main, some of the subject it is fine, but not for the all. Okay, sir, thank you. I was torn between Sri Ram notes, amazing, and announcing that. Oh my God, you're doing so many things. See, Ria, first of all, clear your basics. I'm telling you honestly. I have never done these things. Never went to. Just for the reference, I have gone to Shri Ram note. Just for the reference, I go to Ramesh Singh notes, but not to clear my doubts or to get my basics right. I always for the basic look for the good source like NCRT, okay, and NCRT, Tamil Nadu books, this Reserve Bank websites. All my money and banking I've done from Reserve Bank website. Okay, Reserve Bank of India, RBI websites. I have done from the money and banking. मैं करता ही वहीं से because if you have read those speeches, if you have go from the topics, they're so much clearly understood and defined. We don't need such books in that case. Nitin Singhania, Sanjeev Sharma, Ramesh, I'm too confused with this. Just throw them off. Go with that 20-day strategy. Go by the NCRT first. Not getting confusion or not getting confidence. Come back to us. Call to us. We'll tell you now which chapter you should do from which book. These books are definitely a reference book. These books are not the main books. You will give you the basics, right? Okay. These are actually very difficult books to understand at the one point. Okay. If your macroeconomics is strong now, my macroeconomics is very strong. That's why I don't require these things. Okay. So how to connect with you personally? You will get my number from the CivilsDaily, and as well as you can meet me there at the institute, which is in Karol Bagh. Sir, can you please provide PDF of this on a mail after the session? Definitely. This is not my job, but definitely my colleagues have told me that they will provide you this on email. Everything will be provided to you. All you need to ask them in case if they don't. I'm not in Delhi. It's totally months. You can call me. You can go for the mentorship program. You can connect me from there as well. Okay. Any other doubt you guys have? Okay. There's a common doubt about all these notes you have already started. If you have started all these notes, you can keep those notes aside for a few time. If you are not going into depth of those notes, if you have just started, you can keep those notes aside. Please complete your NCERT. Then you can get notes later, because that will actually. Okay. Sir, can you please share the CD share series link? I don't have right now. I'm working on a small screen right now. After this, the person working in the backend will definitely share with you. Without referring to different website like RBI, will Samachar Manna suffice for all these things? Yes, definitely. We refer, na. In that case, if you are not referring, in that case, we refer. Because we have to refer anyhow. We have to supplement our sources with all these websites. That's why I told you to go for the one source. If you don't have time now, and you don't want to spend a lot of energy just searching for the sources, just hand holding. Do the hand holding. Just do the hand of one institute, or like this kind of good institutes who are actually working on the content rather than just to say things. So if you're doing those things, you will get don't do any kind of source. Okay. Who is making their child? Okay, I think all the doubts have been solved. If you have any doubt, you can still ask me. Otherwise, sir, the Hindu is okay. I'm not a student of Samachar Manthan City. See, Hindu में आर्टिकल आता ही कितना है? उन हिंदू का सब I would have say yes. Economics doing from the Hindu is like is like eating from your bowl rather than the plate. Don't get anything. You're not able to supplement anything. They are giving you very one-page news, and that too, out of 6 news, 4 are focusing on the business news. 2 news are related to the economics, which can help you in your exam. No, the Hindu is not sufficient for the economics. You need a lot of newspaper, but still you don't have time. You can go for some magazines. Sir, CivilsDaily runs optional test series. Yes, some of the optional test series they run. You have to ask them. Please explain CD mentorship program. See, in CD mentorship program, the study plan you got it right now, will customize it for you. For example, you want to start with the polity, or you have very poor hand in some of the subjects. So we will change the strategy for you. You will not be able to understand some of the topic in that chapter. We will tell you, we will give you the link. We should tell you all the such things in that, in that chat as well, whenever we do the conversation. So all the doubts regarding the study, regarding your personal life, your problems, your retention problem, your memory, your sitting hours, everything will be solved. Right now, giving strategy, I'm telling you, is only the 50%. Everybody knows the strategy. Strategy is actually free. Right now, I'm giving the free strategy. All is important is the Guru Sishya Parampara. I'm telling you very explicitly this word. You need a person in your life, a mentor, a student. It can be anyone. If you don't want to take, don't take from our mentorship. I'm telling you very straightforwardly. You need a person to help you, because this exam requires these things. Because earlier the resources are very few. Right now the resources are very much. Now you need a person to tell you from where you have to get the right source. Okay, otherwise you will get lost in so many sources. Right now, if you go and ask people 20 years back, they have only one book. They were looking for the more sources. Right now, in this chat only, out of 100 people, 15 people have already told me, hey, I have already done these books. Now, what left? What should I do more? So the problem here today, we have lot of sources. We have to streamline them. We have to limitate them to the few one only. Sir, a query about the Samachar Manthan, does it cover the Hindu? No, it not only cover the Hindu, it covers Hindu, Indian Express, PIB, RBI Bulletin, Niti Aayog reports. Everything coming in the current affairs, we are covering that thing, and that too with the lot of analysis and explanation. Any other thing? Done? Done? Great. Which is the best newspaper? Hindu, Indian Express. Newspaper asks for references. You are the person who make them best. If you understand the economy, if you have good basics, you will do the good analysis. You have the good analysis, you will find every newspaper is good. Okay. But my view is I do everything. If you read, I read Financial Express, I read Indian Express, I read Indian Economic Times, Indian Express, The Hindu. I read all lot of newspaper, but I have some kind of category of I just refer those news, but I analyze in my mind. So what is the fee for the mentorship program you're talking about? You will get this information from our colleagues. Just call CivilsDaily. Yeah, just call them and they will tell you everything. Okay, I'm really sorry. I won't tell you right. I can't tell you. I don't know because different sessions had different fee. Mentorship had different costs. So they will tell you everything. Okay. Okay. Great. Saurav, uh, uh, Bhuvna, they will tell you. Okay. Okay, guys. It's already 9 o'clock. And we only left with 21 people. I hope you find this session good. Thank you so much. Sorry for the in between. We got confused of some things. Really sorry for that, but I hope you like this session. We will definitely meet in coming sessions. Thank you for coming for this session. Thank you so much. Bye. Good night. Have a great day. Thank you.